Welcome everyone to another presentation with the DAAD with the Unit Talks series where we present every day another German university. And today we're very happy to be with our colleague here joining us from sunny and from sunny the summer in Germany, Marianne Weigand. She works in the back office marketing office of the Cluster of Excellence 3D Matter Made to Order. She's going to explain to us what is this cluster today and what options you can find in Germany. So, Ms. Weigand, thank you very much for joining us today, and the floor is yours. Just for everyone joining us, we're going to have a Q&A session in the end. So if you have any questions during the presentation, you can write them in the chat, and then Ms. Weigand can answer the questions in the end of the presentation. So thank you once again, and Ms. Weigand.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Miriam Weigand, representing the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology. I hope you can see my screen. I would like to welcome you to this information session about graduate schools at the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology. And I will present to you study opportunities at the Karlsruhe School of Optics and Photonics and the Cluster of Excellence 3D Matter Made to Order and its associated graduate schools. So first of all, let's talk about the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology and why you should choose it. So the KIT is one of the biggest universities in Germany, and Germany itself has one of the largest economies in the world. The immigrants who come to Germany have an employment rate of 68%, which is very high based on much immigrants who come to Germany are also children. And the German government invests a lot in research and development, and Germany is a so-called export champion with the second exporter in the world. Yeah, the KIT itself is a large university connected to a research center. There we have a total of 3,100 doctoral researchers with 1,284 international scientists and an annual budget of almost 1 billion euro. There is a total of 378 professors and about 24,000 students. And the mission of the KIT is to research and to teach. And here you can see also the funds. So the funds are divided into three major groups. So a third is state funding, a third is federal funding, and a third is third-party funds. So now I will talk about the profile of the KIT. So the profile of the KIT concentrates of the three most important challenges of the 21st century worldwide. So like energy, mobility, and information. So within energy, for example, we have a very important topic like climate change. Within mobility, we have some mobility concepts, for example, e-cars or connections between cars and driving, and information technology as one of the driving change markers in the current century. The KIT is a very international university with locations around the world, as we are also a member of the Helmholtz Association. The main campus is in Karlsruhe, as you can see here on the slide. We are in the south of Germany. And we also have a few other in Germany, like in Garmisch, in Ulm, or in Dresden. And the Helmholtz Association itself has also locations worldwide, like in Tel Aviv, in Beijing, or in Brussels. Karlsruhe itself is located in a very technology region. So as you can see here, so one of the biggest companies are very nearby, for example, Siemens, Bosch, Daimler, and Zeiss. And yeah, all those companies are very good employers for our researchers, and also smaller companies, so-called hidden champions like Polytech, are also very nearby. So Polytech is a world leader in high quality plastic solutions. Yeah, here you can see that the KIT has very famous alumni. For example, Alexander Gerst, who is one of the German's astronauts, or also Carl Benz, who invented the first car. Then we also have Isabel Staude, who is a former member of the Karlsruhe School of Optics and Photonics, nowadays professor in Jena. So we have a lot of alumni who are very famous here. So ranking-wise, the KIT is very regarded within Germany and also within Europe. So the German HR responsibles rank the KIT on place number 1 in regards to information technology. And also in Germany, the employability is number 1 in Europe, number 7 worldwide, and on place number 46 worldwide. So we have a very high employment rate for alumni of the KIT. Yeah, if you choose to come to Karlsruhe, you will, so as you can see here on the slide, the management as well as the accommodation will be in Karlsruhe at the international department, which is close to the Karlsruher Schloss. And it's in the city center of Karlsruhe, and also the KIT campus is very close to the international department. Yeah, here you can see some examples for what you can do here in Karlsruhe. So there are a lot of activities like relaxing in the Schloss Park, or some sport activities, festivals. Also, France is very close to Karlsruhe. Paris is 3 hours by train. So yeah, it's very nice here in Karlsruhe. Yeah, now I will start by give you some information about the graduate schools of the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology. I will start with the Karlsruhe School of Optics and Photonics, and then I will continue with the Cluster of Excellence, 3D Meta Made to Order, and the Heike Graduate School on Functional Materials. Yeah, the Karlsruhe School of Optics and Photonics is was founded in 2006 within the German Excellence Initiative, and it gets its excellence status confirmed by the DFG in 2012. And in the KSOP, there are more than 900 members, and it's a cooperation of 17 KIT institutes and 4 faculties. And it is sustainable funded by the Ministry of Science, Research and the Arts of Baden-Württemberg and the KIT since 2020. Yeah, the KSOP is divided into 5 research areas, ranging from photonic materials and devices to application-based research areas such as optical systems or solar energy. Yeah, while I talk about different research areas, they are all closely interconnected, and it is expected that you work together in interdisciplinary research takes place. And yeah, some of the most important research topics include metamaterials, super resolution, microscopy, as you can see here on the slide. Yeah, within these optic fields, you can see here some further examples. For example, we also work on high-speed optical communication, 3D laser nanoprinting, lab-on-a-chip system. So we have a very wide range of topics here. Yeah, now I will continue with the KSOP Master Program. So the KSOP Master Program is an interdisciplinary study program, including a 2 years course in optics and photonics. There is an intake for 40 students per intake, and it is completely taught in English. There is a nice international flair with over 30 nationalities. And as I have already mentioned, there are 5 specializations. The tuition fee is very low, and it is included in industry internship program and also a scholarship program. And the master program starts every winter term, and you can apply for it until April 30 every year. So yeah, here you can see how the program is built. So you need a bachelor degree in the following topics, which is very important. So if you have a bachelor degree in physics, chemistry, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, mathematics, computer science, or biology, biotechnology, or biomedical engineering, then you can apply for the master. You you also need a profound knowledge in mathematics and physics. So you need 12 credits in mathematics and 12 credits in physics. After the introduction in the first semester into the world of optics and photonics, you can choose your core subjects depending on your background. And after that, you have the chance to do your internship within a company, or you do your internship after the specializations. Yeah, here you see the 5 specializations in photonic materials and devices, quantum optics and spectroscopy, biomedical photonics, optical systems, and solar energy. So it depends on your interest and on your background, which specialization you will choose. And in the end, you can write, or you will write your master thesis within the industry or not. It depends on you. And yeah, and after that, you can choose whether you will go into the industry or you will stay in academia. Yeah, the KSOP, the Karlsruhe School of Optics and Photonics, has different premium partners. They offer scholarships to our students, as well as the opportunity to have a mentor, as well as to take part in lecture and industry lectures and an internship. Our key players or our key partners are Bosch, Daimler, and Zeiss. And for example, if you receive the Zeiss scholarship, the chances of finding an internship or a master thesis within the industry are vastly improved. So it's a great opportunity to network and to get in touch with employers and industry. Yeah, so yes, and there's also called a Smart Factory and Industry programs, which is an exclusive training program in cooperation also with Bosch, Daimler, and Zeiss. And it allows you to dive into Industry 4.0, and you will be able to take part in a practical phase of 2 weeks in the company's innovation lab. Also here you have great opportunities to building up your networks with potential employers. So here you can see the required application documents. We also have a QR code, which is much easier for you. So yeah, it's you need a CV, a letter of motivation, recommendation letters, certificates, and also English language proficiency. So as the whole program is taught in English, you need a required English level. Mm. Yeah, we also offer a safe accommodation at the campus. Here you can see a picture of an apartment, of a room. Um, these are here at the international department, and yeah, you here is also all the organization. So my colleagues will help you with visa, bank accounts, insurances, and everything. So if you come to Karlsruhe, you won't be alone. So here are nice people who will help you through all the organization. Yeah, if you are interested in a more international experience, the KSOP offers also the Erasmus Mundus Europhotonics. This is a European master program. And yeah, it's a 2 years master program, and you can study at 5 excellent universities in Marseille, Karlsruhe, Barcelona, Vilnius, and Tampere. And there are also multiple master degrees possible. Like when you're going to Marseille and Karlsruhe, you have a double degree, French, German, which is very helpful for your future career. And yeah, here are also offered some industry internship programs, also scholarships, and also the Erasmus Mundus Europhotonics starts every winter term. Yeah, if you decide to do a PhD after your master, the KSOP offers also a 3 years doctorate program in optics and photonics. Also, this one is a scholarship program. It is also taught in English, and yeah, so there are also some possibilities after the master program. And here are listed some job perspectives for our graduates. So many of them are working are working in academia. So they are doing their PhDs or postdocs at the universities, but also in industry, there are a lot alumni. So they are working as optical designers, international project managers, or software developers and system architects. So there's also a wide range. Yeah, so now I will continue with the younger graduate school and with a cluster of excellence 3D meta made to order. So first of all, I will give you an overview what the cluster is, and after that, I will continue with the graduate school and also with the master program. Yeah, the Cluster of Excellence 3D Meta Made to Order was funded in 2019, and the vision is to achieve scalable digital 3D additive manufacturing, reaching all the way from the molecular via the nanometer and micrometer to the macroscopic scale. Yeah, the Cluster of Excellence is a cluster between the KIT and also the Heidelberg University. And so there are 2 universities of excellence who are working together. Within the Cluster of Excellence, there are 34 principal investigators, and they work interdisciplinary in 3 research areas. 17 of the PIs are from KIT and 17 are from the Heidelberg University. So the cluster of excellence is divided into 3 research areas and 9 research thrusts. And it goes from the molecular level, like designing tools via technologies, to the applications. And it is not a bottom-up or a top-down approach, but each area should always be connected to the other areas and help each other to achieve the goals. So working in an interdisciplinary manner is the aim of the cluster. Hmm. Um, so now I will continue with the graduate school, because the graduate school is an integrative part of the cluster. And it supports young researchers by offering education opportunities, networking opportunities, but also in supporting and building their own career networks. So why should you become a member of the cluster? So first of all, you profit from being an employee. So this is very unique. It's only in Germany here that as a PhD, when you are doing your PhD, then you are working as an employee and not as a student. And this is very unique in Europe, so it's only possible in Germany. You can benefit from the infrastructure of 2 universities of excellence, like the KIT and the Heidelberg University, and you get access to research funds, high-class supervision, and also a very supportive environment. And you can also benefit from training programs that I will show you afterwards. And you get also a very extensive network with researchers, with international researchers from the cluster and beyond, and with the industry. And we also offer career and family support, especially for women. Yeah, here you can see 3 different types of modules. So first of all, the scientific module. Yeah, the scientific module, it gets, or it's 2 to 3 days, and they are interdisciplinary modules, and they are covering the whole range of the cluster, from basic physics and chemistry to biology applications. And yeah, it takes place in a hands-on manner. There are no lectures, but small groups, like 4 to 10 participants. And yeah, they learn who is the specialist for which topic in the cluster. Then they get to know the infrastructure within the cluster. So yeah, here you learn the basics. Then we have the management modules. They are 5 days, and yeah, they are cutting edge from researchers from the KIT. They offer also networking opportunities and also professional qualifications. Last but not least, we have the science communication modules. Here you have the possibility to reach visibility in your research topic. Like, for example, if you take part in a conference, when you are presenting a poster of your research, then you can increase the visibility of your research. We have also, the cluster has also a YouTube channel. So if you're interested, you're welcome to click through our channel. There we offer a lot of videos where we talk about, or where our researchers talk about their research topics, which is very interesting. Yeah, and also when you are in the cluster, then you also have the possibility to take part in videos, or, for example, in podcasts. And yeah. Um, yeah, we offer also additional supervision. So every doctoral researcher in the Heike Graduate School has a mentoring committee, And these mentoring committees regularly consist of the supervising principal investigator, one or two PIs that are topically close, and one postdoc, postdoctoral researcher. And yeah, the structure of the mentoring committee aims at increasing cross-thrust collaborations and provides multiple angles of feedback to the mentee. Yeah, the mentoring committee meets with a doctoral researcher annually to discuss the research progress and plan the next steps towards the doctorate. Yeah, in order to help you to build up your network, we offer different formats. For example, we have the Young Scientist Retreat, which is once a year. And this retreat gives you the opportunity to meet and spend time with the other researchers of the cluster without without the principal investigators. And yeah, it is located or a place where we are a little away from our usual work in order to fully concentrate on this retreat. Yeah, we also offer business breakfasts. So these are meetings with members of the German industry. So they present what they are doing. They offer their career possibilities, opportunities, and then you are able to get in touch with them. Yeah, so all in all, we have very good and very and a lot of yeah, networking possibilities within the cluster. Mm, yeah, the cluster also offers equal opportunities. As I've already mentioned, we support female researchers in their career development in academia and industry. Um, yeah, our goal is to increase the female to increase female researchers, especially in the STEM fields. And so therefore we also offer childcare offers or yeah, yearly career workshops and individual sessions, coaching sessions for doctoral and postdoctoral researchers. Yeah, also here you can see the application documents. So you need a CV, a copy of all certificates, also a letter of motivation. Um, so yeah, here I've also include the link. So if you're interested in applying, you can click on it, and then you will see everything what is required for. In addition, also the cluster is offering a master in material sciences and engineering. So this master is English taught and a research-oriented program. It was established in winter term 2020 at the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, and it is a 2 years master program, and here students with a bachelor equivalent degree in material science or materials engineering can apply for it. So yeah, the courses are led by principal investigators of the cluster 3D Mathematic Order, and participation in selected formats of the Heike Graduate School are within. So also here you can see the link for it, for the application. Yeah, here you can see a schematic of the bachelor of the master program. So first of all, you need a bachelor degree in materials science or materials engineering. And in the first year, you will take part in an internship as well as take part in the material science major course. And yeah, the internship you can also make within the industry. After that, there are some focal courses. So here you can choose, depends on your background, and it depends on your interest. So here you can choose one of the following. So like functional materials, micro and nano manufacturing, computational material science, or structural materials. And in the end, you are writing your master thesis, also here within the industry or not. And in the end, you're welcome to do your PhD also within the cluster. We also offer the Carl Zeiss Foundation Qualification Scholarship. Here you can see the application deadline. So it's March 15 for the summer term and September 15 for the winter term. Also here you see the required documents, like you need a CV and a letter of motivation, a letter of admission for the Master Material Science and Engineering at the KIT. And yeah, so then you're welcome to apply for this scholarship. Yeah, and this is our team. So Mary Rose Kalkis is your contact person for the Karlsruhe School of Optics and Photonics. So if you have any questions after this webinar, you are welcome to write her an email. So she will answer it. And for the Class of Excellence, it's my colleague Stephanie Pear and me. So also here you're welcome to write us if you have any questions regarding the cluster, the Heike Graduate School, or the Master in Material Science and Engineering. So yeah, now I'm at the end of my presentation, and you're welcome to write your questions if you have one.
Thank you very much, Ms. Weigand, for this presentation with the master and PhD options that you have at either the KIT or in this cluster with the University of Heidelberg as well. Just from our side, what you mentioned is very important. Studying at this university or at the cluster, it's a really good platform in order to advance your research, in order to advance your career, either in Germany or in other countries. This is a very well-known university also here in Chile, and the standard is very high. So if you are able to study here, that's a very big leap forward in your career, either it's research or working, etc. So just want to point that out as well. And also the networking options that you get studying in this institution, it's really great. Yes, as you saw, there are other kind of activities and not only classes or research, because the idea is that you meet other researchers and that you connect, and many of the alumni of the university keep joining in different activities. We have done also some activities with the KIT alumni network even here in Chile as well, so it's very present here. There's a lot of alumni from the KIT, so you can also profit from that after your study or your research options. So we have here two questions, both regarding the application. One of them is what English test is required to apply for these studies, the TOEFL or the IELTS. I don't know if you have any information of that topic.
Yeah, it's right. It's the TOEFL or the EELTS, and the English level has to be a B2. So yeah, it's the common European framework of reference for languages. So it's about B2, and the TOEFL or the other one is sufficient.
Perfect. So you can choose either one. Remember, the TOEFL
Hmm.
is American English, and the IELTS it's British English. So it depends on what English you studied. One or the other might be easier for you. And the other question is if there are any German language, if German is needed to study or only English, and if there are options to enroll in German language courses at the KIT once you are a student.
So it's not required. English is sufficient. So as everything is taught in English, the English language is required. But if you are living in Germany for about 2 years, it's normal that you get in contact with German, and so maybe you will learn also some German. Yeah, and you are also able to enroll in a German language course at the KIT.
Perfect. So there you go. There are options to study German, and it's very important to know the language because even if you can study in English, maybe to talk to your friends in Germany, if that's the language that is more used, or you can use English in Karlsruhe. That's a very international city as well. But if you go to a small town, maybe no one or just a few people are going to speak English, and especially if you're thinking about doing staying in Germany later on for research or to work there, that's something that you will need in many places to know at least the basics of German. So anything that you can learn, it's going to help you on your way. And it's also great for your CV. If you studied in Germany, even if you did it in English, it will be great to add also another language to your CV. And talking from a personal perspective, German is not that hard as many people think. When you start, especially if you're in Germany, you will practice it every day and you will see that it's not that difficult. And luckily, the accent in the dialect in Karlsruhe is not that harsh as in
Not
other
that,
parts of Germany.
yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
quite
that's true.
close. It's quite close to standard German. So you will not have any or so many problems as you would if you studied in other parts of Germany.
Also, when if you're doing an internship, then it's also very helpful to speak German, as many companies. So they are very international, but yeah, the employers and they are mostly talking in German.
Exactly. And you can even start learning German before you go. So if you know that you're going to Germany, you can even take a course maybe here in Chile before you go. So once you get there, you already have a basic knowledge, and then after that, it's much easier to just build up on what you know. You don't have to start from scratch. But yeah, in German, it's always useful to know. I don't know if you have any other questions. Maybe you can write them in the chat. Meanwhile, Ms. Feigen, maybe you can write again here in the chat the email address in order
Hmm.
to contact you, um,
Hmm.
just in case you didn't have the time to write it down. So if you have any
So I
further
will.
questions regarding the programs. Yep,
So this one is for the Karlsruhe School of Optics and Photonics, and this one is for the cluster.
perfect. And if you're watching our recording, then you can just go back in the and to the slide where you saw the emails. But then here you go, and those are the contact
I can
points.
also send you the presentation. If I have the mail address of the participants, then I can also send you the slides.
Yep. If you register for today, you will receive an email from the university. We'll send your data. If you authorize us to, we'll send your emails, and then Ms. Weigen can also contact you. You'll have the presentation, and then you will have their also the email to contact her or her colleagues in case you have any further questions regarding studying in Karlsruhe. I don't see any further questions. I don't know maybe if you have any comments or maybe some suggestions to someone wanting to start. Where do people start if they are motivated today to go to Karlsruhe to study? What should they do first?
I think they will explore the region. So, as I've mentioned, France is very nearby, so you can visit Paris in 3 hours. So, also, I don't know if you know Strasbourg. It's also a very nice city in France. It's about 45 minutes from here. So, yeah, also Heidelberg. So the cluster is connected to Heidelberg University. Also, Heidelberg is a very beautiful town, and so I think first of all, the students they explore the region, and yeah, and then the studies will
And,
start.
and also the Black Forest is very close.
The what?
The Black Forest, the Schwarzwald.
Yeah, yeah. It's also here, and also very, very beautiful.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
something that you need to know because distances in Chile are very different. So here we travel a lot of hours to go anywhere, but when you're in
Hmm.
Europe, everything it's like very close, or you feel that it's very
Yeah,
close,
that's
and just
true.
take the train and just go to another place in Germany or in another country, as you mentioned. France is very
Yeah.
close, and
We
it's
also have now the €9 ticket. So
okay,
when you want to travel by train, it costs only €9. But it's only for until August. So yeah, it's very good, a good opportunity to discover whole Germany by train for
exactly,
€9.
exactly. We have our last question here in the chat, and Diego asked if it is important for the application to have any papers or publications beforehand.
Yeah, for the cluster, it's important. So I have a look on. So yeah, you have to submit a research abstract if you're applying for an unpublished position or for a published position. So if you want to do your PhD, um, then so it has not to be published. Also, an unpublished paper is sufficient.
Perfect. So there you go, Diego. It's always useful to have any papers or publications if you want to apply. That always helps. Perfect. So, as I don't see any more questions, I think we can just close up the presentation for today. I want to thank you all once again for joining us, and we hope to see you over there in Karlsruhe very soon. And Ms. Wagen, thank you once again for joining us, and we hope also that we have a lot of Chilean students contacting you soon in order to go over there to sunny Germany, at least at the moment.
Yeah, thank you very much for your participation and for your questions. And yeah, welcome to Karlsruhe.
Exactly. And thank you for joining our Unit Talk series. We will take a small break for the next couple of months, as it is now very soon the German summer holidays, and the universities are not going to be there because they're going to be enjoying the nice summer. And will be back with more presentations starting from September, and you can find all of that in our website. Also, this presentation is going to be on our YouTube site and also in our web page, so you can just follow that and just replay it all as many times as you like. Thank you once again, and see you next time. Bye bye, and auf
Bye.
Wiedersehen.
Tschüss.